she was a beautiful woman. And I'm not just talking about the way she looks. And I just know that the cancer was ultimately given to her and allowed by God. And it had deepened her faith in him and her love for him and her love for all of you so much. I know that she loves each and every one of you very much, and that if her cancer or if her going through this would bring anybody closer to God or bring anybody to know Jesus, that she would do it again. And we all love her, and we miss her. We know she's in a better place now. I remember one time when we were sitting by the fire just talking and praying, and she had said, like Jesus, Jesus prayed in the garden, hey, I want this to pass. I don't want to have to go to the cross. But, he's praying, and he said, God, your will be done. And Lana said, I feel the same way. She said, I don't want to do this, but if it's God's will, then let's do it. And that faith was just a great example for me and for all of us. So, thank you.
First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for coming out and for the comments and emails and posts and everything. And Luke's right, being the big brother and dad and husband, we've all had that discussion about wanting to trade with her. But, guys, I think for me, it was humbling. The Lord just spoke to me and said, hey, Chad, you couldn't have glorified me like she did. The story had to go through her to work. And we've all had that discussion, and don't think that we haven't talked about this day a lot, because like you guys have talked about the diagnosis in the beginning, we both knew what we were up against and what she was up against. And so we've talked about this, and part of it I would say she'd want me to share it. I'm trying to think about, what could I say for her? Well, first of all, I would tell her thank you, because I feel like so many times that I should be posting on those blogs, and I should be sending her comments, because my faith and my story has grown just like you guys. I'm kind of I've got an upper hand because I lived with her and I got to see her every day, but she has just spurred me on in ways that no offense, a normal wife couldn't have. But she would want me to share John 16:33, just like Lee did, and that Jesus is talking to his disciples, and in the NIV it says, I've told you these things so that in me you will have peace. In this world you will have trouble, and we know we've been there. We've been in the trouble, and we've been with people at MD Anderson that have been in that trouble, so we know the world was going to be tough. But he says, take heart, I have overcome the world. And we didn't set the theme up today with overcome and all of us talking about the blood of the Lamb and the word of the testimony, but the Lord orchestrated it such that this was a theme today, that he overcame the world. I can't find it now because I have her Bible. And by the way, for you people that journal, and I have Lana's Bible, and it's just filled with jewels. I mean, this is precious to me now. And if you guys remember from Grace and from Breakaway, the name tags with the year on it, the front cover has a ton of them. And this was her high school Bible, and I was just flipping through at the hospital when, times had gotten pretty tough here the last couple of days, and I can't find it now, but in Isaiah, in my Bible, so she wrote in hers, and in my Bible, she had underlined, he swallows up death and he wipes away the tears. And we were just praying through stuff this week, and just the Lord has just strengthened us through everything. And I flipped it open to Isaiah in my little Bible I carry, and she never wrote in my Bible, and she had underlined it. He swallows up fear, and he's going to wipe away your tears with a little smiley face. And I think that's what she would want you guys to hear today, is that it's okay to hurt. We're hurting. We've had tough days. but we mourn in hope, you guys. And the story is about our relationship with the Lord, our personal relationship with Jesus Christ, not so that each and every one of us can go see her again. That's going to be awesome. But the goal here, the point is to know that he sustained us through the story. All of her blogs, all of the writings, the transparency was tough. It really was. We're both pretty private people, and this whole process has been hard because we're so public. But we knew that this was the Lord's will and that she needed to get it out. So I think that she would ask for you guys to continue to share the story. And it ends in death on earth, and we prayed for healing a little bit. You know, it's like, yeah, we'd like to have her here, but the glory, the story didn't work that way. Okay, she brought him more glory by going to heaven, and like you said before, cancer didn't take my wife, the Lord did, and she's in heaven now, and she doesn't have to mess with any of that anymore. And so I would say continue to share the story, but when you share the hope about it, and know that, explain to those people that, look, don't leave here without knowing Jesus Christ, because he is the reason that we're having a celebration, not just to go see her one day, but that the fact that he carried us through this. And anyway, I'm flooded. That's what I feel like that she would want you guys to hear is just don't leave here without that relationship today.